Hello, everybody. This is Karen Treaster, and welcome to Fruitful Fridays. I had a little technical difficulty there. That's always a big feat for me. And speaking of fruitful, that's always going to be the first thing that we're going to talk about. And I just want to say I'm excited to be here. I'm excited whoever joins us today and whoever is listening to the replay. And the first thing that I want to do is to just have you reflect on how you were fruitful this week, because that's so important, and we don't always do that. So just take a moment to think about how you were fruitful, what results you produced this week. And there may be one big thing, there may be many things. And just celebrate that. Write it down and put it in the comments. Put it in the comments and give it some energy. And we can help to keep you accountable. I'd love to see how you are being fruitful. And so each week we're going to do that. And because it brings you gratitude for what you've done and helps you to just appreciate you and the things that you've done. And so many times we just go through the week and we don't think about that. So being fruitful is going to make you feel good. So today we're going to talk about the 5 compelling reasons to transition. And we're going to start out, for those who don't know who I am, I'm Karen Treaster with Never Settle Life Coaching. And I work with people in transition and with divorced women to find more clarity, more confidence, and more joy in every single day. And I've got a group called Get Whole and Thrive for divorced women. So please join that. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. The 5 compelling reasons to transition. And so number 1 is it brings you hope. And transitioning gives you something to look forward to. It brings new possibilities. And it helps you to open your mind and use the creative part of your mind. It helps you to vision, have a vision of what you want. And when you have that, it's going to bring hope. And you're going to start believing. Because when you focus on these things that you really want, you're going to start getting them in your life. And having that focus is huge. And having that hope, it's going to open up that belief that there's something more. There's something more than maybe you've just been doing the same old thing every single day. And maybe you feel good about it, and that's great. And a lot of people do, they feel happy, but there's something missing. Have you ever felt like that? And so having that hope, you know what it's like maybe if you plan a vacation or something like that, something that you're looking forward to doing, you feel really good. And I'm proposing, why not feel like that all the time? Why not keep reaching for something else that you can do that really, really makes you feel good? So hope is the first reason for transitioning. And the number 2 reason is that naturally it's going to lift your mood or depression. And a lot of people are in a slump and they do feel depressed. And one of the reasons is because they have nothing to look forward to. And they're not doing what their heart, what their soul, their inner self really, really wants. And sometimes it doesn't have to be a huge transition. I work with people transitioning in careers, or maybe they're retiring. That's a big one. Divorce. It can be something. It can be something smaller as well. Transitioning into just becoming you, your authentic self. That's huge. And think about that, how good it's going to make you feel to find what you really want, your higher self. And your higher self, I know I meditate. I talk about that a lot. A lot of people have a hard time with that, and I realize that because we've got so many distractions going on. It's a great tool. You don't even have to do it that long. Even if you take a couple of minutes to just sit with yourself and ask yourself, what is it that I really want to do? What is it that would bring me a lot of joy? What is it that really would make my heart sing? And if you take the time to do that, and you get to that place, which is your higher self, which I connect with God, and I'm not pushing religion. You can call it source, divine, higher self, higher power. Just believing, knowing there's something more than just you, and there's strength in that, and really that's going to bring you peace and joy, and just making that decision alone that you're going to do something, you're going to transition and do something. Just that decision, you know what it's like when you make a decision. You feel really good. You feel really good. And so just by doing that, you're going to feel better. And a lot of people get stuck with accountability. And that's why they put things in the back burner, because they think maybe that they can't do it. They're too old to transition. People will not like what they're doing, or they don't have the money, they don't have the time. There's so many different reasons. And if you can just get to that place, that's why I talk about meditation, where you get rid of that negative thought. We're going to talk about more of that in a minute. You're going to feel better about yourself, and your self-esteem is going to be better, and your relationships are going to be better. So that brings us into number 3 reason is that you are true to your integrity. And again, when you make that decision, you have a vision of your true feelings, your true passion, and your true whatever it is that just makes you feel joy. So that meditation helps with that. And finding that out, it's a journey. It's a journey, being really integral with who you are. I think it's a process of finding out. It's a fun journey of finding out who you are. And if you've got a goal of what you're aspiring to and make that decision, finding clarity on what you want. It's not an easy thing. I do help clients with that, go a little bit deeper, so you can really figure out your truth again, and get to that space where all that negative stuff is gone. And I'm an NLP practitioner, so a lot of times we have limiting beliefs. We have this stuff that was planted in our brains when we were younger, and it keeps coming up, stopping us, like I said before, about how we think we're too old, or we're too this, or we're too that. And those are just limiting you. And by changing your thoughts, it's going to open up a wide, brand new avenue for you. And so transitioning into yourself is going to give you those possibilities. And all these big transitions, like maybe it's, like I said, the career or retirement or whatever it is, it requires doing small transitions first. So the small transitions equal the big transformation. And so transitions are just what is really going to bring you all that joy. It's going to make you happy. And being integral with who you are, it helps you to let go of the resistance that you're getting. And you're going to be kinder to yourself. You're not going to beat yourself up. Do you have something that you've just been wanting to do? And a lot of times people will know sometimes what they really want to do, yet they just don't do it. And you put it on the back burner. And the thing is, it builds up this resentment inside of you. And you beat yourself up. And you don't even realize it, but it's going to bring you down. And if you can conquer that and realize what it is, and maybe realize what's stopping you, and at least make steps towards it, you are going to feel better. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel a weight that's lifted. And that's having integrity. So, and just help you to overcome your doubts and your fears, because a lot of times that's what's stopping us. So that's number 4. And that's number 3, excuse me. And number 4, and I love this one. This is huge as a mindset coach. You improve your mental game. Because when you have a vision, when you have clarity on what you want, you practice and you have to focus. And whether it's through meditation or just affirmations or whatever it is, it's a mental focus to do something every single day, in inner work inside, and quiet time. And that focus, it does take a lot. It takes a lot. And the more you do it, the more strength you build. It's like a muscle. It's just like going to the gym. It's the same thing. You build a muscle, you build tone. And it's the same with when you want to strengthen your positive thoughts. And scientifically, there's something called neuroplasticity, which we've talked about before. And it actually, it adds synapses to grow and connect, and to connect those neurons. And the stronger and the more you do that, the stronger they're going to get, and it'll overcome all the negative thoughts that you're thinking. So it really takes concentrated, focused thought. And that's something I work with clients too on, because it just doesn't happen overnight. It's something that you have to work on. You have to work on. And once you realize that it can come into fruition, whatever you want. There's a great book by Bruce Lipton. It's called The Biology of Belief. And he believes that whatever you are thinking about, it's not only him, whatever you're concentrating on and thinking about, that's your reality. That's the way you are going to be. That's how you feel. So you've got to get in the emotion too. And when you feel it, that's what you're going to get. That's what's going to come. So concentrating on that focus and being consistent, that is absolutely crucial. And so that's just something to think about. And so that's number 4. And then number 5, as if all that wasn't compelling enough. Number 5 is you deserve it. And why wouldn't you deserve it? Why wouldn't you deserve to be the best you can be, to have the things that will bring you joy, bring you peace, bring you more money, being more fruitful? You deserve to have. You deserve to feel all this and to use your talents and your gifts. So often we put those in the back burner too. And we've got these gifts. Not only will they make you feel better, but then you can help others. Don't be selfish with your talents and your gifts. Others need to hear about it. And let's face it, I'm going to be real. We have a finite time, right? A lot of us that are older, and who knows, we all have a finite amount of time. Use it. Why not have all the joy? Why not try to get to that place? And believing, having faith is huge. Like I said, every day, connect with that higher power, connect to God, connect to your higher self, figure out what it is you want. And these transitions, a lot of times, it's not easy and you may need support. And I certainly am here to help with that. All I want to tell you is that the time is now. The time is right now. Stop wasting time. Do something now that's going to change your life, and maybe start small. Add something in right now. Change the way you are just a little bit. I'm not saying you have to do huge changes, but we are ever evolving, and coming out of our comfort zone is going to give us joy. It's going to give us integrity. And it's all about never settling, which is my company. Never settle on your limited beliefs. Never settle on your authenticity. Never settle on your relationships, and never settle on your life. Live a life you love. So those are the 5 compelling reasons to transition. And again, if you want more information, you can go to my website. I've got programs there. I've got a course. And for me, this is huge, doing this. This is coming out of my comfort zone. Think about what you can do to come out of your comfort zone and how you can be fruitful. And next week, we're gonna talk about something else. And I want you to reflect again on how you were fruitful. Go out, make it a fabulous day, a fabulous weekend, and a fabulous, fruitful week. And we will talk next Friday. Bye-bye for now, everybody. Enjoy your day.